My name is Isela Carpio. As a first-gen low-income student and as an immigrant from El Salvador, my parents wanted to make sure that I had all of the tools I needed to succeed. And one of those things that they always instilled in me was my dream of doing well in school so I can then become somebody professional. They said, growing up in Arlington Public Schools, it is one of the most diverse counties, but I had never seen a counselor or a teacher that was Latina. I wanted the opportunity to connect with madrinas, that's what we call them, or mentors. So it was really important for me to be involved with an organization that will help me get to where I was destined to be. After I graduated from Wakefield High School, and it was my first time going back to the after-school program and talking to the younger, the high school students. At that point I was in college, and it really was full circle for me because all of the experiences that they were sharing about the uncertainties of what college looked like, how they were going to pay for it, parents being very overly protective and not letting them participate. So all of these worries that they had as high school students, I lived them myself. And having already crossed that chapter in my life and being a college student and really seeing that I had done all of the things that my parents had really hoped for me, was really a gratifying moment. And honestly, one of the most important in my life, because I was the first to have graduated from high school and then the first to have gone away to college at the University of Richmond. So that was really one of my favorite moments because I got to see that all of the investment that LLT had for me, I was then now being a part of giving back. And that was something that LLT instilled in me, is just the need to give back to your community. For me, one of the biggest takeaways that I have received from Latinas Leading Tomorrow is how critical it is to continue to invest in younger generations. And I say that because as I reflect on my 20 years being involved with Latinas Leading Tomorrow, as a participant at the after school program, as a volunteer when I was in college, and then when I graduated, I formally joined the board of directors, and I had various different roles from treasurer to secretary to vice chair to one of the committee members that helped start a brand new program focused on personal branding and leadership development. It's now called Elite. I reflect a lot on all of those experiences and see how I have grown personally and professionally, and I've been able to tie all of my professional goals back to an organization that invested so much in me. And all of the work that I do, in particular in my current role as the Employee Resource Group ERG Program Manager, I think about serving our communities, and in research in particular, in academia, there's not a lot of Latinas, and I think there's a dearth of representation, and I think that's why it's even more important for us to continue to get involved. It's the biggest things that LT has continued to shown for me is the power that your voice has, and that is so important for the Latina community to recognize that over all of the years that you may be involved in an organization, obviously the relationship building is really critical, but just also recognizing your confidence as a woman and all that you can contribute into your community is really important, and it doesn't stop with you, and you need to lean forward and continue on for future generations.